also known as Mocha Delight, and I am back to give you guys a Cherish the Day review. Okay? So before I even get started in my review, please subscribe. Yeah. Please click the notification bell right there by my name. Also, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's gonna come somewhere. Yeah, it's probably blocking out my face. And if you, hey, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys' comments, those that do. And if you don't, I still appreciate it, or whatever the case may be. I'm in a new location in my house, so I'm finna give you guys this review. And I hope the sound quality is there for me this time. Neither here nor there, so we're gonna rock with it. Also, I want you guys to stay safe. I know there's a lot of crazy things going on. There's this beverage. I shouldn't even say beverage. I shouldn't say that. But the girl, so I heard someone else refer to it. The girl is out here getting y'all. Like, she really out here getting y'all. But also keep in mind, it's allergy season. People have sinuses. I have sinuses year round. Like, keep that in mind. It's a lot of stuff out here. Don't just think it's that if a person is sniffling and coughing and doing all of that. The stores are mad crazy. I just left the store. Y'all know what I went and got? I wanted some dang on oatmeal pies, some strawberry jelly rolls, and some water. Because I got a sweet tooth and I got a pack of cookies to bake. That's what I got. That's what I wanted. So let's get into Cherish the Day. So this episode is called Nemesis. The episode starts off with Evan trying to get ready for this big business meeting. And they've been married at this point for 2 years now. And I don't know if it's like, I definitely can tell that they've gotten used to each other. Which, y'all been together for married for 2 years. Probably together overall, maybe almost 3, maybe 2.5, 3 years. But married for 2. And they're getting ready or whatever. And they're cleaning up because the night before they had this big business meeting, a party or whatever the case may be. Outside of that, you have Gently, like cleaning up. Evan's getting ready. He's panicking. Oh, we got this big meeting, bae. It's going to be this, bae, that, bae, and all that good stuff, right? So he turns around and they're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So he's telling her, bae, I need you to do this, bae, I need you to do that, yada, yada, yada. He also asking her plans. And she's telling him, Ms. Luma's supposed to have this, her agent is coming over. She's supposed to have some type of show on public television that's going over her movies that she directed and maybe some of the books she wrote, just playing all the stuff that's Miss Luma. And he was like, well, good luck, babe. I hope you have plenty of time to do that. So his business partner calls. His business partner calls like, hey, they have a meeting today. They want to bring so-and-so in. And you could tell there's a kind of friction or something. I don't know if Gently likes the business partner or the business partner likes Gently. I don't know. I think it's kind of like maybe, I'm assuming it's going to be a love play type relationship, but neither here nor there. Who knows? Also, keep in mind, throughout this episode, they're both having flashbacks. They're having flashbacks to their first date. They're having flashbacks when the uncle is talking to Gently. They're also having flashback when Mama Evan, who's Althea, talks to Evan and just let them know, like, keep in mind, like Uncle Ben said, these people are different from us. Don't keep your guard up. Do never let your guard down. And she's married to this man. And they're having these flashbacks throughout this episode. So they end up, she was like, you got 19 minutes. They fuck. Do they fuck this episode or do they fuck this early or not? It don't matter. The cleaning lady comes in. She feels like the cleaning lady doesn't like her, whatever the case may be. Neither here nor there. My cleaning lady left yesterday. It is what it is. So Evan goes to his meeting. Gently goes to Miss Luma. They're trying to get everything prepared. And for me, Miss Luma is always snatched. That colored wig, honey, is everything. Miss Luma, get into it, honey. That wig is everything. Her agent, this older lady, it's something, to me, she came across the scene like there's something else going on. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but it seems like there's something else. It's just, she was like, I'm sorry, Miss Luma. They're not gonna want to do the TV special or whatever. And Gently felt so bad about that. She was crushed. I think Gently took him harder than anybody. And also, there's a young man there. I guess they're trying to break him in. She's Miss Luma's helper. Because sometimes you do need a man around the house to just do small stuff or whatever it is that he may be. And so Miss Luma was like, this dude can cheat in chess. Now, who cheats in chess? Because I want to learn how to play chess. I really do. But he's cheating in chess. So after that, Miss Luma was like, get him out of here. Go get some gas in my car. I think that car is probably a 1958. 68. I guarantee you it's between a 58 and a 68. That car that she had. But he did the best that he could. He seems like I don't know if he's nervous or whatever the case may be, but it was just a good scene with him in there. So let's go over to the business meeting. The business meeting, I guess these guys they're pulling their funding from Evan. Like, we need this other lady to come in. We know people don't like this lady in the business, but we need other people to come in. And Evan is considering it, but the business partner was like, no, we built our company like this. This other lady coming in is going to be like, and she's going to mess up the whole model on what we built our company on. They built their company, whatever the profits came into the company, they were going to return that back into the community, which I think is a great idea. And they're basically, to me, it sounds like they're not really getting the funding and the projects that they are hoping for. But anytime you start a new business, especially a tech company, if you don't have those back sponsors and those backers and those people that are getting projects, things may not come as soon, but they're working on it. So the men were like, have the meeting with the lady, fill her out. We want you guys to work with her. If you don't, we're pulling our money. Tough titty. It is what it is, because it's the app that they're trying to get off the ground. So with that being said, Evan tells gently, hey, I'm sorry, but I am going to have we're going to have another dinner party. There's a guest coming over, and I need you to do this. And gently wants to tell Evan how she feels about what happened to Miss Luma, but he couldn't at the time. So it seems like gently is feeling like he doesn't have time for me, in a sense, and it sucks because Evan made a statement throughout this episode. Well, not throughout this episode, but in a particular scene, Evan made a statement. It was like, I'm trying to get my business going so we can have money in this household where you can fulfill your dreams. And I felt that, and I don't think Gently saw it at first, or maybe she still doesn't see it, but Gently, you're married. You're no longer a free being. You're no longer this wanderer that you were before. It is not just you, Gently. It's you and him. You have to consider another person's feelings, emotions, and everything when you're in a relationship, like that, especially a marriage. Like, sometimes in my personal situation, I'd be looking at him like, oh, this is another child. Oh, wow. No, I ain't gonna do him like that. But it's just when you're used to thinking just about yourself and only for yourself, and you're passionate about the things that you like, everybody else, like, you want me to give 110% to you and your dreams, but you're not giving me 110% to mine. You don't care about mine. So we're gonna fast forward. We're at the dinner part, the dinner at the business dinner with this young lady and her husband and Gently and Evan. So before they got to that dinner, Gently was trying to cut and do everything, and she cut her finger. And when Evan came in to inquire about it, he's more concerned about making sure everything is straight for this lady that's coming over to the dinner. And it was just so much tension. Like, Jenny was like, you don't even care what's going on in my life. We are always concerned about you or whatever. And Evan never noticed that she cut her finger. And I thought that was really interesting. Evan didn't pay attention to her because he's focused on this. And that's when he made that statement about, I got to make the money to secure, for you to fulfill your dreams. So after that being said, Evan turns around and they ended up screwing your scene right here because they got 19 minutes or whatever. They ended up screwing. So maybe not. Could be off. So anyway, after that, They at the dinner, and you could just feel like there's a disconnect between Evan and Gently, but Gently is making conversation. She's engaging. She's being enticing. She's telling them what they have before them, and the lady seems a bit impressed. You know, Gently is speaking a little Spanish that she got on her wedding night when they eloped, when the lady was speaking Spanish. So she put that out there, but she said she did a little backpacking in Bolivia. So I'm like, okay, Gently, all right, Colombia, Bolivia. Okay, Gently, we see you, girl. So Evan just seems out of it. He's trying to make a good impression, but he still can't go back to the conversation that Gently had said prior to them coming over. And so the husband excuses himself, and Evan and the young woman, they talk about the business. And before that, Gently had mentioned to Miss Luma's agent, what about doing a podcast? It's just something about Miss Luma's agent that don't sit right with me. It just doesn't sit right with me, y'all. I don't know why. It's just something about her don't sit right with me. Like, she's sabotaging Miss Luma low-key. But anyway, so they was thinking about doing a podcast, which I think is a very good idea, especially Miss Luma. Like, everybody listens to a podcast, and Gently was like, let's do it. Because the lady called Gently during the dinner, like, hey, I think I found this spot for somebody to go and, you know, present to them, like, hey, let's do podcasts here and stuff like that. And Gently was like, I can't get away. We're having this business deal, yada, yada, yada. The lady said, your husband is a businessman. He would understand. And Gently is like, I have to be here for my husband's support. That's what she was feeling. But this podcast and helping Miss Luma is so important to her. And Evan don't get that. So while Evan is entertaining the lady had made a statement about, Evan was focused about community. Like I originally said, that they want to build this company for the community. And that's what he was focused on. And so the woman was like, what's more important to you? Helping the community or helping your family? You got to do what you have to do. And she said, I know a lot of people don't like me. They feel like I have cutthroat practices or something of that nature. And people were just taken aback from it. And it was really crazy. And when Gently got that call from the lady to come down to the studio, Gently chucked the deuces. I got to go fulfill my dreams. And Evan, I don't know what he ended up doing or whatever decision he made. And I don't even think he noticed that she was gone. So this episode was really about, did we rush this? Or like, you have to understand your mate. And I don't think they're there yet, but they're going to get there. So I just hope it works out better for them and all of that. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my Twitter, because that's where I be at doing the live tweets for the show. Unfortunately, I wasn't there this past Tuesday. I was under the weather. I had a bad migraine, you guys, but that's neither here nor there. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it may have been all over the place. Sometimes I don't do things in chronological order on how they happen on the episode. I just do them on how I feel and what I want to talk about. It's called a review. So, neither here nor there, but y'all know I'm going to be at Tuesday at 9 p.m. Stay safe out there. Stay safe. Stay calm. Stay calm. I just had to tell my mom and my sister, oh, she going crazy down in Florida. She an adult. Like, baby, we all adults out here. Stay calm. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, make sure y'all subscribe to my Twitter. The link will be following this video. And my Instagram. It's on and popping. Other than that, peace.